A very good morning to all. I welcome you all for the second week of Student Induction Program DEEKSHARAMBH 2020 to 2021. Today's program is skill-based courses on music and sketching. We have two eminent speakers with us for today's session, Mr. Sreekesh and Ms.Meenakshi Govind. Before going on to the session, I would like to give an intro of our speakers. Mr. Sreekesh is based in Palakkad and is a business and technical consultant for IGL. He actively participates in IGL hands-on projects in many Indian colleges as well as collaboration activities in many schools in India. He is an artist, musician, and social service person. He is passionate about helping next generation students in arts and technology. Ms. Meenakshi Govind is based in California and is a musician. She has taught several singers on the techniques of singing light music songs with the proper characteristics such as Shruti, Talam, diction, and expression. She is one of the leaders in IGL Music Group and brought innovative programs such as IGL Raga and Screen Raga segments. She has actively participated as a judge in Bay Area Tamil Mandram Super Singer 2020 singing competition and helped many singers to improve their renditions in genres such as melody, semi-classical, and folk. I welcome you, sir and ma'am, for today's session. Now you can start over the session, sir. Ma'am, Kritika, ma'am.
Good.
Good morning, ma'am. Yeah,
Okay. Thank you so much. Good morning,
thank you,
students.
ma'am.
Good morning, students. I would convey our heartfelt thanks to Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute and the President, Mr. Arun Kumar, and the Dean, Dr. Shubhasri Madam, and the Joint Registrar, Dr. D.B. Jabaraj, for this wonderful opportunity. We wake up every day. That is real gift of the God. That's why we call it as present. We study and we are learning technologies, we are getting jobs, and we travel multiple countries and to make crores of money, buying excellent cars, bungalows, superb investments, foreign tours. All this will give happiness. Will that give satisfaction? Anything materialistic will not satisfy us. It will make us more greedy. Who is really rich? Who is really lucky? One who gets satisfaction with happiness is only lucky. One who has peace in life is lucky. Our life needs to be balanced. Career is important. Job is important. Family is important. Along with that, if you know music and art that gives you self satisfaction, that will make your life balanced and make your life more meaningful. I'm sure most, if not all of you, have some non academic skills such as arts, music, sports, etc. Our IGL motto is to make you to enjoy what you're doing. Learn everything without stress. So along with technology, we coach you with music and art skills to enhance your college life. Looking forward to work with you all, and I request Mr. Krishna Kumar to present about skill-based certification courses. Once again, thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Kritika Madam. It is my pleasure to introduce the skill-based certificate courses on behalf of IGL. I once again want to thank Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute for giving us an opportunity. I have a short presentation that I will share now. I'm also going to be joined by Ms. Meenakshi Govind Madam. She is responsible for the music course, singing music course at IGL. And she will talk about her experience in training students in singing with light music. Also, we have Mr. Sreekesh. He is our resident artist in IGL, and he will be talking about the sketching course that we'll be offering as part of our skill-based certification course. So what I'll do is I'll quickly go through a presentation, and then after that we will go through the two materials. Okay. So let me share my screen. Are you able to see my screen? One of you can comment. Madam, are you able to see my screen?
No, sir. Screen is not yet visible. Wait, sir. Wait, sir.
Sure. The students are saying yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Your screen is visible, sir.
Thank you very much. Okay, so this is about skill-based certification. We call it SBC. We offer two courses, one for singing and the other one is for sketching. And this is for the first year BTech students. This is an orientation program. As always, we'll talk about what is today's agenda. We'll briefly talk about IGL. I think some of you who had participated in the previous orientation 2 days ago would have gotten some background about IGL. And we also briefly talk about SBC. What is the skill-based courses? Why is it needed now? And then after that, we will cover two courses that we offer. Call it IGL LMS 101. This is a light music singing course. And we have a sketching course called SKT 101. So we will talk about these two courses. And then what are the next steps if you are interested in signing up for these courses? And then we'll finally finish up with question and answers. Okay, so that is our agenda for today's orientation. So little bit of a background on IGL. We started in 2015. We are a US-based company. We have branches in Chennai, Rajapalayam, and Palakkad. We have two important groups. We have art, music, and charity group. So that is what is being represented today. If you had attended the Wednesday orientation, we had the technology group and the education group that participated in that orientation. So our mission is to serve college and high schools and students in India, and we provide hands-on experience in technologies. But today we'll be talking more about promoting skill-based courses for students. And a little bit about our music journey and credentials. And our mission statement, as you can see from the banner that we have behind me, no singer left behind. So we allow singers to come and improve their singing skills, mainly on the film music and perform on stages and compete in competition and so on. We have conducted so far 50 plus live stage events with 200 plus singers on board across the globe. And we also work with charity organizations. So we not only go help the charity organization like elderly, children homes, and everybody. We also sing with them. So we spend time with them to make sure that they are happy with our singing, as well as we enjoy their singing as well. We have a short promotional video, which I'll probably play at the end of that end of the session to give you an idea of all of our credentials. So that's a bit of a background about IGL. So today we will be focusing more on the skill-based courses for you. Okay, what are the skill-based certificate courses? So the purpose of these courses is to promote the skills you may have. I'm sure that some of you have good voice. Some of you may be good in drawings. So we want to promote those singing skills as well as sketching skills. So if you want to improve that during your course or degree course in the college, that is what the primary aim of these certificate courses is. It creates a positive environment. So basically, we want to make sure we nurture your skills in a positive way. And we also tell you what are the areas where you can improve. Let's say if you're a person who is interested in drawing, then we'll tell you some of the techniques, how we can improve your sketching skills. If you're a singer or you have a good voice, you want to improve your singing, you want to learn how to sing with karaoke track, that is something that we teach as well in this course. So we have two ways of helping you. Individual participation, because as you know today, because of the pandemic, a lot of us are sitting in front of the computer. We are alone. It builds a lot of stress among us. So we want to make sure that this kind of courses will be a stress reliever. So it will be more of a relaxed course to make sure that you bring your talents and skills out. We'll help you improve them. Along with that, we also offer group activities because that's one thing that is also lacking today, right? In this pandemic situation, we are not able to gather together as a group. So there is self-isolation, lack of communication. So on this in this program, we also offer group activities. One example is, let's say if you are interested in taking the singing course, we offer a super singer competition. So just like how the idols and other competitive programs that you might see in TV, we also offer a group activity where you can compete in groups and then exhibit your skills. So this is the reason why we believe the skill-based courses will be a good set of courses that supplements your curriculum, technology courses and engineering courses. More and more educational institutions are offering this. I think we are very glad to see that Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute management has realized the need for the skill-based certificate courses. So that way it helps your morale when you are in the college, and so make sure that you're motivated, and it helps your overall academic courses as well, because your mind is fresh, you're motivated, you're excited about improving your skills, so that indirectly impacts your coursework as well. So in that sense, IGL offers two SBC courses, like music, singing, and sketching. So these are the two courses that we will talk about today. So the first one is like music, singing 101. So I've captured some of the bullet points here. Let me read it out. And then, of course, if you have questions, I have Meenakshi madam, who will come at the end of this presentation to answer any questions, and then we'll be in a forum where we can answer your questions. The objective of this course is to improve your singing with karaoke track for movie songs. So this is not a classical music course. This is mainly to help you sing better with a karaoke track. So if you have a good voice, you want to improve that for singing, that will be our primary objective. We will have a total of 10 classes in this course, and the duration is about 3 months. So let's say we start in January and then it will go through March. Mode of coaching is completely online. So you will get all the support via email and WhatsApp. So once you join the course, we'll contact you via email and WhatsApp. We'll also set up web conferences if needed. And the course materials are lecture notes in PowerPoint, and we also share with you some video tutorials in terms of how to improve your singing skills. As I already mentioned, there are two group activities. One activity is called medley. So we at the end of the course, a group of students can get together and create a medley of songs. So they can take a particular theme. Let's say it's a holiday theme, or it can be based on a particular raga. It can be based on a particular movie theme. Anything that the team decides, we can create a medley of songs. That's one group activity. Super singer competition, I think I talked about it. So singers compete in a common genre. So we come up with a group where you'll be selected for the competition, and then you'll be presenting or sharing or singing your song, and then we'll assess based upon your rendition. All the students who participate in this course will get certificates from IGL. And of course, the super singer competition, at the end of that, we'll award the prizes and winners for the first, second, and third prizes. So that's a quick summary of our LMS 101 certificate course. The course is offered by Ms.Meenakshi Govind madam, as well as myself. So both of us will be coaching you for singing with karaoke track. So that is what we have planned for the skill-based courses. For the Instagram mail ID, I will give you at the very end. So if you're interested, you can send it to instagramlive@gmail.com, which I will share at the very end of the presentation. If you are interested in signing up for this karaoke-based singing course, I think it'll be a lot of fun. I think you will learn a lot. So you'll be learning some techniques. What is Shruti, what is Talam, how to sing with good expression and performance. So you will learn a lot about singing along with karaoke track. Along with that, you will also be with a group. So that way, you can also learn from others singing as well. So we hope you will enjoy it. We have been doing it for the last year or so now. Many students who have gone through this course have enjoyed this experience, and they improve. The end of the day, as you know, today, gone are the days where only selected singers are available in the industry, right? There are many singers now who are getting into competition, whether it is in school or college or even in professional competition. So we believe that you will enjoy this course, and we enjoyed it too. So it's a very lightweight course in that sense, but at the same time, you also learn some of the techniques involved in singing. Okay, so that's about the overview of the course. And here is a process flow. So you may be asking, how do you, what are the steps involved? Okay, so let's say if you're interested in joining the course, like with any courses, we'll do an audition. So you can submit your audio or video recording of your voice. Let's say if you're interested in singing a Hindi song, sing 1 or 2 lines of it. Or if you're interested in singing a Malayalam song or a Tamil song, sing a few lines of it, send it to us. That is called the audition step. Okay, so at the end of that step, we will select you. If your voice is good, if you want to improve, we will select you based on that. And then we coach you on techniques of singing the karaoke track. That's on the theory classes. So we'll have a bunch of theory classes. Then we go through a set of practice sessions. So what happens here, let's say if you pass through the audition, then you will pick a song that you like, and that matches your voice. We'll also help you choose a song, and then you practice singing that song with us. So we'll also teach you how to sing better. So a bunch of practice sessions will happen. Then towards the end, we'll prepare the medley. So you will be participating in preparing a medley in a group. So I think this is most fun activity that we have seen. A lot of our students enjoy, so singing few pieces of a particular song or bits and pieces of certain movie songs, stitch them together so it looks like a good medley. So that's the one of the group activities, followed by a super singer competition. So we will select students who are singing very good. We'll put you in a super singer competition, and then at the end of that, we will wrap up the course with awards and certificates. So just 6 steps: audition to get you into the course, theory classes, practice sessions. You will prepare some medley songs. You could participate in a super singer competition, and then towards the end, we will all feel good about completing the course. We'll award you certificates and awards as well if you win the super singer competition. So that's the kind of a process flow. And here is some more details. Like I mentioned, we have 10 classes. So the first class is all about theory. We teach you some of the key attributes of singing. Some of you may be already familiar with it. For example, Shruti, Talam, diction, and performance. So we'll give you some examples of how to string with the right Shruti and things like that. Once the theory class is complete, we'll also show you some examples of how to sing with the right Shruti, with the wrong Shruti. So we'll also show you some of the things that can be done, that should not be done. And then, like I mentioned, we'll go into 3 practice sessions. You can pick a particular song that you like, and we will work with you and make sure that you're singing the first Pallavi and the Charanam and so on. So 3 practical sessions, then 2 sessions for the medley, and then the last 2 sessions are reserved for the super singer. So once you get into the course, we will share with you more and more details in terms of everything. Yeah, of course, Telugu, Tamil, any South Indian language or Hindi is good. So we'll be more than happy to accommodate you. And then at the end of that, we will complete the courses. Okay. So this is a typical schedule for our class. So just wanted to share that with you. So before I go into the sketching course, let me just invite Ms. Meenakshi Govind, madam. Let me stop sharing now. Could we have Meenakshi madam on the stage as well? Madam, could you please allow Meenakshi madam? Welcome, Ms. Meenakshi madam.
Oh, welcome. Welcome, Krishna Kumar.
Thank you very much for joining us. So maybe if you could share your experience on the IGL singing course, what we have done so far, for the benefit of Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute students, that'll be great. If you could spend a few minutes on it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone. I'm Meenakshi, and I have been associated with IGL for the past 6 years. And I'm very excited to be the part of this skill-based certification courses in Dr. MGR University. I'm happy to guide the students in the music portion of the skill-based certification course. Let me tell you a bit about my music journey. Actually, my parents have a great passion towards music. When I was growing up, I would listen to so many classical music and light music songs almost every day in my life. So that's how my interest in music developed at a very early age. At my workplace in Chennai, also, I had a chance to sing devotional and light music songs on stage for cultural events. So that was my first on-stage experience. I really took my interest in singing to the next level when I began to sing with IGL. IGL gave me the platform not only to sing my favorite songs on stage, but also an wonderful opportunity to evaluate myself. So, for example, whether I'm singing on pitch or whether I'm singing with talam or I'm singing with the right expressions. So I learned how to expand my vocal range and vocal tone. I learned various techniques which helped me to improve my singing, and I'm still learning in IGL. My first teaching experience also started only in IGL. IGL started an initiative called IGL Raga. And I was given the wonderful chance to lead the music sessions in IGL Raga. So with the experience and knowledge I gained through IGL, I guided singers to improve their singing through IGL Raga. As Krishna Kumar said, we offered theory sessions, a lot of practical sessions, as well as various group activities on IGL Raga. The participants are also taught some vocal techniques and breathing techniques as well to improve their vocal quality. So already 2 sessions are over, and we have many more to come in IGL Raga. And another great opportunity in my musical career is I was one among the judge in the Bay Area Tamil Mandram Super Singer competition. So Bay Area Tamil Mandram is a very big organization. So where they conduct a Super Singer competition every year. So this year I was one of the judges. Here I had the opportunity to not only assist the singers, but also to interact with other judges and great musicians. So this I consider myself as a milestone in my musical journey. So this is my small background about the music, and I'm so much excited to guide students in music in MGR University, and looking forward to starting the session soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Meenakshi madam. I think that is wonderful. We are very glad to have you. I think with your musicality and experience so far in not only singing, in many songs. I think Meenakshi madam has sung hundreds of songs on the stages. So she brings in a lot of experience and knowledge to the singing course. So with your experience and you're a good teacher too. I think that is what is really important, right? I think important to not only you have good skills, but how do you share that skill? How do you promote that skill among students? So in that sense, you are a very good teacher. So I think if students are interested in joining our singing course, I'm pretty sure they are in good hands. So that's what I would say. So thank you again for your time and your dedication to music and singing, and to help students improve better. I think end of the day, it is all about making sure that it is not about making them the best singer. No, it is all about can you make them better singers.
Exactly.
What they can learn from it, and then they can share the same knowledge outside as well. So thank you again for
thank you. Thank you.
Anything else would you like to share before we hand over the floor to sketching team? Meenakshi madam.
I think very well you have explained everything, all the course details. So I didn't talk much about the course details because you have already talked everything about it. As you said, it is it's a learning to make our singing better. The aspiring singers who want to sing, but unknowingly or unknowingly we make mistakes in singing. So how to rectify those mistakes? and how to give a clean rendition. So it's the main objective of this session. To sing with less mistakes or no mistakes is the very purpose of this sessions. Yes, by learning the basic elements of singing.
Yeah, I think we're also living in a very interesting time where a lot of these coaching could not be done without in person, but now these days a lot of it we were able to do online. I think thanks to you for putting the work to make sure that you prepared the lessons and the video tutorials so the students can watch them and then they can participate in an online session, which is wonderful, madam. Thank you very much for your dedication.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, thank you, madam. We'll go back to our presentation again. So at this time, let me share the presentation. Just give me a second. Of course, we'll take care of your questions at the very end. Once we complete the presentation, we'll get back to you in terms of your questions. Okay, so we covered the singing course that is called the IGL Light Music Singing course. The next one is we call it IGLSKT 100. So this is our second course that we offer. It is called the sketching course. So in order to walk through this, I would like to invite Mr.Sreekesh onto the stage, please. So madam, if you could please allow Mr.Sreekesh to come onto the stage. Thank you.
Am I audible, Letta?
Yes, you are. Yeah, we can hear you. Welcome, Sreekesh. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you, Etta. Thank you for the invite. And I'd like to thank Dr. MGR University and Shubhasri ma'am, Aparna ma'am, and Dr. Krishnamurthy sir for giving me this opportunity. And thank you, students, for joining. It's a happy morning to everyone. So let me talk about the sketching basics, which I'm going to offer through this IGL platform. I'll brief about myself and my journey at the last of this presentation. And this course is basically about increasing your skills in drawing, basically. So as engineers, anyways, you'll have to come up with particular diagrams and drawings, whether you like it or not, or which platform of studies you have taken. We all know that because I was also an engineer. I studied my engineering in Chennai, in JPR Engineering College. I took ECE over there. So whether you like it or not, anyways, we are coming through this drawing. So what I thought was that to inspire students and to teach them about the sketching and which is also a kind of drawing, but then it has different aspects to it, which nobody explained to me while I was studying. So how this course goes is like I've planned it in four classes. The first class is of theoretical aspects of sketching and the tools which we use in sketching. So to start anywhere in sketching, you basically need a pencil, a paper, and an eraser. So that's all you need. But anyways, I'll show you my tools and whatever tools I've used. I didn't start with all the tools. I started with the basic pencil and an eraser. So, but I thought that I'll give you a brief intro over the tools and what is the purpose, how is the professional sketching going on, and then how do they make all these diagrams and how do the professional sketching happen. So it's way to go, but I'll explain the tools which I have, and there is many tools which is used in this platform. So and when you come to this second class, it's about shapes and circling techniques. So initially to start, anywhere, whether you might be drawing any portraits or landscape or whichever diagrams you want to sketch, you want to make, it's up to you. But there are initial techniques and which every artist come through. This is like a practice session. So if you, I won't say that you can't draw completely without going through this, but it is better if you go through these practices and you practice it over and over again, you will become a better artist. And practical 1 and practical 2 sessions will be like more of the techniques that is used and how do you bring a particular shade and how do you bring a particular pattern in a paper, and then how do you bring the highlights, the light, how it works. All these things are going to be there. And in wrap up sessions from class 4 onwards, I'm going to show you a technique like grid line structuring. How, if you look at a person or if you are drawing something from a picture or a photo in your phone, you want to make a picture of that, and how do you do that? So how do professionals do it? Which are the ways you can do it? So I'll teach you about that in the 4th sessions, and you're open for any other the other 6 classes, like the other content which Krishnamasa has explained in IGL music platform. So the rest of the things will follow the same pattern. But after these 4 sessions, you need to go through this four sessions mandatorily to get an idea about sketching. Then from 5 classes onwards, I'm open to you for any questions, or we'll do a reference sketching, we'll do an idea sketching, illustrations, and all these things. We can start from this next session onwards, like after 4, or we can discuss about, like, I don't know, there might be artists in among you, and so I would want to open a platform for you guys then, and how I can help you out, please let me know. So Atta, please, next slide. So this is a scope of sketching. Probably I didn't know while I started sketching, or nobody told me. So I thought that it was a very informative one, and to know these are the few areas where sketching is required, or sketching as a skill is required, and they pay you good. This is real life industry, people who need people with sketching skills. Basically, if you know to draw, or if you know to sketch something, that is what they are looking for. One is fashion designer, the second one is animator, graphic designer. You have seen that from clothing websites and print media, signs and logos. The graphic designers are the one. They do it digitally nowadays. Initially it was directly on paper and pen, using paper and pen, and it was in olden times. Right now they do it very graphically. And art teacher, textile designers are the one who design our patterns in the cloth, so how it should work. So they use a different software, and how it works. So that is another platform. Illustrator, drawing for advertisement, books, magazines, and those engineering drawings you see in your books is created by an illustrator. Technical illustrator is the particular one who creates that everything in the textbook, user manuals. You've seen that catalogs in the electronics, or whatever you buy. You see that user manuals with the diagrams and all, no? These are created by technical illustrators. The other one is tattoo artist, interior designers, architectural drafter. Architectural drafter is the one who draws the diagram according to the ideas given by an architect. So industrial designer is there, who designs the cars, toys, appliances. So we have never given an opportunity to look into these areas where okay, as drawing as a skill, and it has so much of potential. Even the basic toy we played as a child was designed by an artist who makes many patterns and designs, and he'll come up to a conclusion where which one will be liked by the people. So it's a different level. It's a pure professional level. Motion graphics designer, as you might know, this is animation. Even animations are like, if I get a chance to explain to you, I'll tell you how the animations are made, because animations are made from different sketches and making that into a combined video kind of, we call it TIFF image. So that is how the animation images are made. So draw page by page and you merge it, and you get an animation from there. So that is about motion graphics designer. And the next is art director. So art director is somebody who has a team of artists under him, and they perform a lot of works. And this is the art director is the one who directs them into a line, when how to inspire them, how to bring up creativity in them. So this is the one who manages the team. And finally, advertising designer, use illustrations, calligraphy, photography. So whatever you see, what can I link to? Okay, if you see a save the date thing in your profile or somewhere, so you can see that nice wordings and styles and doodle art. So all these things are done by these advertising designers. So these are some scope of sketching. So even if you want to, you can just join as like some kind of funny kind of thing, because it's an art form. According to me, any art form is an expressive way of life. So let it be dance, let it be music, let it be drawing, or whatever art forms you take. It's a way of expressing. So how you express yourself, you can take it to that potential, or you can just use this tool to improve your engineering drawing itself, or just want to use some of your ideas to create something. You can use it. This course won't be a big thing, but this is a good start, because I'll definitely offer you a level 2 because I cannot cover so much inside one this 4 sessions. You need to know the basics of sketching before you step on to other levels, or if you want to detail about portraits, how this eye is made, how this nose is made, how this lips are made, and how do they produce all these kind of wonderful drawings, how they produce realistic drawings. So in order to get anywhere closer to there, you need to know the very basics of drawing. So this is what I'm going to offer to you through IGL sketching. And if time permits, I'll just show you some of my works. Eda, can you give me the permission to share the screen? Or Aparna ma'am, whoever is hosting this. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, do I have the permission to share my screen, ma'am?
Yes, sir. You can share your screen.
Okay, thank you. So, I'm very sorry. I don't know what happened. Yeah. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir. It is visible, sir.
Okay. Just the diagram or too many things on the screen?
Only the diagram, sir.
Okay, thank you. So this is where I started as a sketching artist. It is back in 2013. I started before that itself, because at that time I didn't have any camera, internet facilities. All those things were there. I used to buy books, and there are books which teach you how to draw. So I started as an artist from there. And just a minute, why I'm not able to go to the next diagram. Yeah, these are some diagrams. Back in 2013 I started as an artist, and my journey began here. I'm a great fan of 90s cartoons. Right now they don't do this stuff. So this one typically is, even this diagram might, or this particular art might look a very complicated one. This is something very simple, anybody can do. I have only used scale and a microtip pen to produce this one. This is basically lines that are used to create an illusion. This is an illusion art. So from your perspective, it look like a different pattern. Depends on who's watching and what is in their mind. So if I give this a movement, and it's going to look completely different. So this is basically created with just a scale, a paper, and a microtip pen. Yeah, these arts and all I started doing it in 2020. So this year I got pretty much time to do this one. This is called a vector art, as you might know. This is APJ Abdul Kalam. So I've used only a brush pen. Just what you see on the screen, even though it looks like an art piece, but I have used only the black color, and how you apply it on the paper gives you the image. This is called vector art. This is also a vector art. This one is a wall design. This is basically designed with this microtip pen and a pencil. So I think from next one onwards, I started entering into, yeah, no, this one is also, you might see this. These are the two pencils which I've used, and a microtip pen to create this art. The image is a little bit elevated, so you might not get the actual color of this. Depends on what pencil you're using. So from here onwards, I started entering into digital sketching. So these are basically idea-based sketching. You might see something, or you might not see something. You might see a person lying on a bed, lying on a pillow or something. This is basically illusion art. Some kind of illusion art with digital sketching. I started digital sketching using a platform called Autodesk, and I use a tool called Wake Graphic Pad. So Graphic Pad is something which I think many of us can afford. Because going to an Apple or some expensive tablet can throw a lot of money into that, and if you don't turn up into an artist, and that would be a unnecessary expense. So it's a good start. If you start with a graphic tablet, it is an affordable one. It costs you like 3.5K, and this is the one which is used by very professional artists to design logos, or of course, as it is a digital image, the advantage of this is that you can zoom it, you can use it for flux, you can use it for different printing and all. So if once you go into this digital kind of sketching, it's going to give you a lot more opportunities. Just a minute. I don't know why it's not going. Okay. So these are my recent sketchings. I don't know why I'm not able to change. Yeah. This is the last one I made. I haven't drawn anything after this one. This all digital sketching. How it might look like I drew it on paper, but it's purely on a graphic tablet, and it appears on your screen. So you can resize it, or you can do whatever. You can basically create magic over with these things, graphic tablet, and I'll show you when I walk you through this first introductory class. I'll show you. But however, this basic course doesn't involve all this, because this is pretty much advanced. I wanted to show you something. That is why I showed you all this artworks. If you want to see my works more, I've shared my ID to Shubhasri ma'am and to Krishnamurthy sir as well. So there you can go and check my profile for many other works which I have done, because due to time constraints I have shared only very few works. Okay, so that is from my side. Thank you, Krishnamurthy sir. Over to you.
Thank you, Mr.Sreekesh. I think that was wonderful. Please stay on the stage for some more time. That was wonderful piece of work that you've shared with the students. I hope students got a little bit more idea about what we are planning to offer in the sketching field. I think you rightly talked about the need for having a good art and sketching skills in their courses as well. Whether it is civil engineering drawing or mechanical drawing or even electrical engineering drawing, they could be applicable to some of those areas as well. I think that is a good point that you brought out, where some of the technique that they could learn from your sketching skills could be applicable for some of their activities in the college as well, which is wonderful. So that way they can benefit from it. And then you also touched upon the digital sketching aspect of it, which is very, very popular these days. So
yes,
thanks for bringing those great technology-based art. I think you covered the traditional way of sketching, and then the newer way of modern way of doing sketching. That was a very good thing. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Stay on the bridge on the stage. Let me just share the last one, and then we'll get Meenakshi madam also onto the stage, and then we'll bring up all the questions from the students and then try to answer them as many as we can. So let me see. Okay, so that was the last one. So if you have any questions, comments, if you would like to sign up for either the light music singing course with lots of fun activities, including medley and super singer, or sketching course that Mr. Sreekesh talked about, where you will learn about the fundamentals of sketching and improve your sketching skills through those courses, as well as some interactive sessions. Please do email us to instaganalive. That is instagana, like the Instagram. So instaganalive@gmail.com. So that is the email address. So please do drop us a note if you're interested in joining either one of them or both of them. So at this point, I will stop sharing and get both Mr. Sreekesh and Miss Meenakshi madam on the stage, and then we can take a look at your questions. Madam, could you please bring Mr. Sreekesh and Meenakshi madam onto the stage? Thank you very much. So I think we can take a look at some of the questions. I think how much do we? I think this is an introductory course, so we are offering it for free of charge. So you don't need to worry about paying anything for these two courses, because at the end of the day, we want to make sure that we help the colleges and institutions to make sure that we promote these skills. And so we have an introductory offer that we don't charge for these courses this semester. Any other questions? I think somebody asked a question about the definition of or the abbreviation for IGL is Instagana Live. How can I join? Yeah, so please send an email to instaganalive@gmail.com, So that is instaganalive@gmail.com. So please do drop us a note. And then please do mention whether you're interested in singing course or in the sketching course or both. We can sign you up. We have limited seats available because we can't take hundreds and hundreds of students. So please do join as soon as possible. So as soon as we hit our limit, unfortunately we cannot take everybody in the college. So please do send us as soon as possible. Any program for music instruments? That's a good question, Abhishek. I think we are now trying it out with singing right now. We have a lot of musicians in our group. In fact, we also conduct classes for people who can play mridangam and tabla and things like that. But certainly in the future, we will offer programs to musical instruments. I think Sreekesh by himself, he is very humble. He not only is he's an artist in sketching, but he's also a musician. In fact, he is doing a documentary right now. Maybe Sreekesh, you can talk a little bit about your musical instrument.
Yeah.
Just briefly.
I'm doing a documentary series. It's called Know the Instrument. So if I've started with myself and Gokul, I've started with an instrument called Edeka. Some of you might have heard about it. So that's a very traditional instrument used in Kerala. So I've made a documentary about how it is made and what is the importance of that. And it's a temple instrument, and it's also a performance instrument that is used in typically in South India. I don't know other parts of India, they might have heard about it. So I also plan to add a couple of other more instruments which I play. That is like flute and a melodica, harmonica, and darbuka. These are all instruments from of different parts of the world, which out of my interest, I learned from YouTube lessons and all these lessons. If I meet an artist, so I go and ask them like how it is played and all these things. So I'd be happy to provide you with a series of Know the Instruments. After, I think we'll be able to give it within a week's time. We'll be uploading it to our server, and you guys can watch it, what the documentary is about, and it will be followed with the rest of the instruments which we have. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sreekesh. The next question is, what is the full form of ICT? It's actually IGL. It's Instagram Live, and the fee for the mini, as I mentioned, it is free of charge. There is no fee for these courses. I think there was also a question about when do we start the classes. So we intend to start in the January timeframe. So January, February, March is when we plan to have these two courses, the sketching course as well as the light music singing course. Can I have the next question? Excited to know about IGL? Yeah, certainly, Ramamurthy, Praveen Kumar. So IGL is a very passionate group of people. We are based in US as well as in India. We have branches in Chennai. Ms. Kritika Madam, who introduced us in the beginning, she's from Chennai. So she's taking care of all the project coordination activities in Chennai. Mr. Sreekesh is dialing in from Palakkad, and Meenakshi Madam and I are from US. So we are a passionate group of people who would like to help the educational institutions for arts, music, and charity, as well as in technology. Next question, sir. I am a trained Carnatic singer. People say I have a very good voice. I also have cine-based songs with total rapport. Will I have absolutely? Tarun Kumar, you are a perfect candidate for our course. So Meenakshi Madam, could you talk a little bit about how we could help Tarun Kumar?
Exactly. He's the perfect candidate for that. I agree with you. Yes. When you have the interest to sing, when you have the interest, when you want to sing on stage, and when you have the interest to sing, definitely this is the place. You can join. Yes.
Definitely, Tarun Kumar. Yes, you can definitely. If you have a good classical music background and the musicality in you, and if you have a good voice, certainly that will enable you to sing in light music as well. Yeah. Full form of IGL, Insta Ghana Live. I think I've mentioned that. Any next question? I think we talked about online classes. They will start in January. So please do send your questions, or if you're interested in taking the classes, please do send an email to instagramlive@gmail.com. We will take it from there.
Thank you, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, madam. Please go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the wonderful session, sir.
Thank you, madam.
It's my privilege to deliver the vote of thanks. Gratitude is the attitude that takes you to the altitude. I express my special thanks to the management, our founder chancellor, and our honorable president for giving the opportunity to conduct the student induction program. A special thanks to our joint registrar, Dr. D.B. Jabraj sir, and our dean, Dr. N.S. Bashri ma'am. I thank all the students who have participated, and a special thanks to the IGL team for your information, sir. Thank you, Meenakshi ma'am, and thank you, Sreekesh sir, for sharing your sketches. Thank you, Krishna Kumar sir, for joining us with the session. Thank you very much.
Thank you, madam. Really appreciate it. On behalf of IGL, we would like to thank the entire Dr. MGR University as well as staff, madam, Aparna madam, as well as these wonderful students. We are getting good feedback. Thank you very much for this wonderful session.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Sreekesh sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Now.
Yeah.
Students, your attention, please. The link is posted in the chat box. Kindly fill the attendance form.